Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome, dear students. Again, this is Miss Layla Al-Jihani. Inshallah, today we will continue our unit. We just started unit 2. Today we will do lesson 2, which is pair work. Okay? Let's revise what we have taken previously in the previous lesson. Previous lesson we saw some parts of newspapers. Some stories there, life stories. Do you remember any of the stories? Yes, we have the story about Ahmed and excellent, the one who did the blood donation. Do you remember him? I think his name is Trent. Excellent. What else? The story about the twins. One more story. Excellent. About the people who gathered to clean up the beach. Excellent. We talked about these stories, we discussed these stories, and we looked at some of the vocabularies. We thought it's interesting. It's about how you can express life stories. Today, inshallah, what we are going to do, you will learn how to express yourself. So you will talk about your life stories. Express yourself using stories from your past. So you will talk about your past. Also, you will develop questions to ask your friend about his life. Also, you will communicate with your friends using questions related to past stories and events. So you will ask him about things happened in the past, stories you think interested happened to your friend, and you will learn how to ask about it. These are some of the pictures. If you open page 13, what he wants you to do is look at the previous stories and then ask questions about these stories, okay? So ask and answer about the people in the stories. For example, this is an example. What award did Ahmed receive? So this is a question about the second story. What award did Ahmed receive? He received Athlete of the Year. So look at the stories in the previous page, page 12. Look at it. Try to ask your friends and partner questions, okay? Like, look at this story. Can you come up with questions when you look at it? Okay? طيب, you can ask, where did Trent made his first donations? Where? The answer, at the Red Crescent Mobile Blood Donor Clinic. So it's a mobile blood donor clinic. He saw it when he was with his friend, and he went there to donate his blood. So why did he decide to continue? You can ask this question. Why did he decide to continue? Why? Because he doesn't have a lot of money, if I remember. He doesn't have a lot of money, so he thought he can give his blood. He wants to help others. You can look and come up with other questions. Let's look at the second paragraph here, the second story. Ask other questions about Ahmed. We said, which award did he win? صح? You can ask another question. طيب, you can ask, how old is Ahmed? The answer is here. He is 16. Can you come up with other questions? Can you come up with other questions? Who helped Ahmed? Who helped him to play football? Yes, his brother Ali, his older brother Ali. So you can look at the paragraphs and try to make other questions. For example, Trent's story, you can ask, how often did he donate his blood? He donates, I think, every 8 weeks. So look at it, try to come up with questions, ask your friends, and your friends will look at the story and answer. Vice versa. So one will ask and the other will answer, and your partner will ask and you will answer, okay? Try to come up with questions while you just skim the reading. Okay, let's look at the third story. Where did they gather? The employees. They gathered where? They gathered, I think, in the beach. Why did they gather? To clean the beach. Excellent. طيب, they won something, I think. There was an award for them for their good deed because they were helping the community. There was an award here, awarded the blue flag by the Foundation of Environmental Education. This is the award, okay? Try to make up other questions while you read. Here you can ask many questions like when did they give birth? When were they born? You can say Monday, June 21st. You can ask how many babies did they have? You can say they had 2, they are twins. You can ask many questions. These are sample questions. I'm sure you can do better than these. Why did Trent continue to give blood? How often does Trent give blood? Why was it difficult for Ahmed to walk? Why? Look back at the story to answer. Who taught Ahmed to play football? His brother, Ali. Why did the employees gathered at the beach? Excellent, to clean the beach, to remove the plastics and bottles. When were the twins born? I think 21st. Let's see. لا, here. 21st of June, Monday. So this is an exact date. You can make other questions. This is for part A of pair work. If we look at part 2, okay, ask and answer questions about your past. So I'm interested about your past. I want to know about you, okay? Forget about the stories before. We're focusing on our stories, okay? Here, this is a sample, okay? Where were you born? You can ask your friend, where were you born? I was born in Medina. I was born in Jeddah. I was born in Riyadh. You can answer this question. You can ask your friend this question. And you can come up with other questions. Can you give me examples of other questions? Look at these pictures. They can help you. What is your favorite holiday? Islamic holiday here. Which one is your favorite? For me, if I want to answer, I will say Ramadan is my favorite. I love Ramadan more than Eid. So maybe you have a different answer. You will say, I love Eid better than Ramadan. طيب, if you love Eid or Ramadan, why do you prefer one than the other? Why do you prefer Ramadan? Why? What is the thing that you love the most? I love how the family is gathered. I love how we spend time together. Some people will say, I love to go to the mosque to pray Taraweeh. Some will say, you can ask your friend, why do you like Eid holiday, the 3 days? What is your favorite thing to do during Eid? They can say, I love taking Eidiyah from my family. I love eating sweets. I love the way we celebrate Eid. So ask other questions, like where did you travel before? I traveled. Tell your friends, where did you go before? I went to Taif, I went to Abha, I went to Sharqiya. Tell them where did you go and where you didn't. Okay? If they tell you I went to Abha, where did you go in Abha? What did you like in Abha? What is your favorite place? Okay? When did you go to Abha? They can tell you things long time ago they did. طيب, you can ask other questions like what is your favorite food In Ramadan, for example, if we're still talking about Ramadan, what is your favorite food in Ramadan? They would like, I love sambusa, I love pasta. Everyone has his favorite, and you have different answers, okay? This is an exercise. You have to do it with your friends. You have to have a conversation among each other to make it a successful exercise. It's a conversation. It's about you talking and getting a lot of information from your friend, okay? If we now open workbook page 95, your workbook page 95, we have a story, we have a picture here. It's related from the picture. We can see it's related to babies. Look at them. It's related to babies, a newborn. And we have different words. They are scrambled. You can't read it. They are not in a correct order. The letters are scrambled, okay? So you have to put it in the correct order to make it a word, okay? So it will make sense, okay? We have ARPTNES. What is it? What is the word? It will help if you look at the beginning of the lesson. Do you know the stories we had? The Trent, Ahmed, and the twins, and the beach stories, the 4 stories. These words, these scrambled words, you can find it in these stories, okay? We have how many? I think 6. Pause the video, open your books, look at the letters, and look at the stories in the listening and discussion part, and try to find the words with the same letter, okay? Let's see it together. So the first word is parents, parents, okay? The second one is clinic, clinic. Third, donations. Then donor, donor. We have twins, twins. We have blood, newborn, infant, newborn, infant. These are the words, okay? I'm sure you answered it correctly if you took your time and looked back at the reading, at the listening part, the stories. It will be easy for you. Let's look at every word and see what does it mean, okay? We have the first word, which is parents, parents. What does a parent mean? This is a girl. She can say, these are my parents. Means mother and father. Like Ahmed and Fatima, Muhammad and Fatima are my parents. Ahmed and Muna are my parents. So your mother and your father, they are your parents. If you're talking about one person, you can say parent. It doesn't matter who is the parent is. We can refer either a female or a male. So either a mother or a father can be a parent, okay? Both, when we're talking about both of them, we say parents. Look at this one, clinic. What do you think clinic means? Excellent. It's where we can see the doctor. It's the doctor room. His clinic, the doctor clinic, he sits there and he treats the patient inside. Yes? Excellent. We have donations. Donations. Look at the picture. They are giving money for charity. They're giving money. When you donate, when you give to people who need money, you give them money, not only money, you can give other things. Like what? Tell me. Excellent. You can give clothes. You can give from the trend story, yes. You can give blood. Good. What else? What else you can give? Yes, you can do community work. You can help around your city to help the people in need. You can go physically to help. You can help the people arrange for the money or arrange the clothes. If you don't have money or you don't have anything to give, you can go and give your time. You give your time there to help the community, to help the people who need help, okay? We have donor. Donor. So when you give money and you give your blood, the person who does it, we call him donor. This is the donor, the man here, he gives, he is the person who gives, okay? We call him donor, okay? Okay, we have blood. You know what does blood mean? It's what keeps us alive. Yeah, it's around our body. It's through our veins. When our heart pumps, we have blood going around. When you cut your hand, we see blood coming out. This is blood, okay? We have twins. What does twins mean? Yes, we have two siblings. Are they only siblings? No, they are exactly the same. They are born on the same date, the same time. So these are twins. When they are born in the same day, from the same mother, same father, we call them twins. They can be boys, girls, they can be either a boy and a girl. We call them twins, regardless, okay? We have newborn. Look at the picture. A newborn is the baby when he is born. So he is just newly born. It means he is a very young baby. His age is weeks or days or weeks. He's not even a month, 1 month, okay? He's a newborn. He's very young, okay? We call him a newborn, okay? We have another word which means the same. We have infants. Infants are babies who are born, newly born. It's another meaning of newborn. But usually infants, we call them from 0 to 2 years old. We call them infants, okay? This is what the word means. In the same page 95, okay, we have this exercise. 1 and 2 starts here, okay? Let's look. We have number 1 here and number 2 here. And we have these words. The one we know the meaning. صح? We already know the meanings. So we have to put these words in the correct places. Okay, we have to put it in the correct places depending on the sentence. In just 2 days, over 300 people came to give what? At the heart to heart mobile what? In Lakeside County. So what can we put here? Do you remember when we said mobile? Do you remember when I said the blood donations? Well, sometimes you can see it, it's like a big bus. It's a moving what? It's a mobile or moving. What can we put here? Okay? Local businessmen and shoppers were happy to volunteer to help others in need. Some people donated blood for the first time and said they plan to do it again. One what told the doctor, so he is a person. Here we're looking for a person. Told doctors that it was his 50th time giving blood. The blood will go to hospitals around the country and will save many lives. So the story ends here. Okay, here what can we put? So we have a lot of terminology here. It should be a lot of words. It should be related to blood donation and blood. So I think these words, you can put it here in the first story, okay? Let's read the second story. My aunt and uncle are new what? They have two little what? What did they have? They are so small, it's hard to imagine that I was that little when I was an what? The other really cool thing is that my two new little cousins look exactly the same. Why? Because they are what? Pay attention when you answer these questions, although, like here, you can use two words. You can use either two words which means the same, like a baby, a newborn, infant. But when you answer here, also here, pay attention to the word before. Here, we have an, the article an. An, we use it before what? If the word be after it, it should be starting with what? Excellent. It should start with an vowel. With a vowel. It should start with a vowel. Can you remind me about the vowels? Yes, we have the A, E, I, excellent, U, and O. These are the vowels. So pay attention. When you put the word here, it should start with a vowel, okay? So pause the video, look at the questions, think about it, think about the words and their meaning, and then put it in its correct place. Yalla, let's check together. In just 2 days, over 300 people come to give blood, okay, at the Heart to Heart Mobile Clinic in Lakeside Country. Local businessmen and shoppers were happy to volunteer to help others in need. Some people donated blood for the first time and said they plan to do it again. One donor, it's a person I said, صح? One donor told doctors that it was his 50th time giving blood. The blood donations will go to hospitals around the country and will save many lives. My aunt, second story, number 2, my aunt and uncle are new parents. They have 2 little newborns. We didn't use infants. Yes, newborns, although they mean the same. They are so small, it's hard to imagine that I was that little when I was an infant. It starts with an I, that's why we put infants here. The other really cool thing is that my 2 new little cousins look exactly the same. Why? Because they are twins. So this is the answer for our questions in our workbook, okay? So what did we learn today? We learned how we can express ourselves using stories from the past. We learned how to develop questions. We ask questions. We ask our friends questions related to their past, their favorite things, okay? Communicate with your friend using questions related to past stories and events, things they like Ramadan, like their favorite holiday, the places they traveled, the awards they won. Try to practice more. So that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Inshallah, we will start next lesson, the lesson 3 grammar. See you next time. Thank you for listening and good luck.